Securing Charlie.
That's a lot of freaking action for a 6v6 domination. Speaking of action, get out of my face. What's going on, guys? It's Beast out here bringing you some Call of Duty Ghost 6v6 domination on the 360, of course. But you see me get taken out here by this dude. I think he's using the Amelie LMG. That thing looks kind of like the MG42, but I don't like the way it looks. Like, it looks weird. It's held really weird and all that. I think he gets me again right here, man. But we got you a gameplay here. This is I usually don't post really ridiculously high-scoring gameplays, simply because, you know, at least in Ghost, I haven't really been getting them that much. But in this game in particular, yes, I die a lot, but I get a lot of kills with a shotgun, and I figured you guys would find it enjoyable because it's nothing but action going on 24/7. And you know, I figured it was kind of rare because you usually don't see that too much in Ghost. But you got a lot of action going on in this gameplay in particular, and I hope you guys enjoy that in the background. But I have some pretty good news. I am going to be getting my Elgato within the next 1 or 2 days. As the video goes up, I will most likely have my Elgato by then, and I will start recording some gameplay to get you guys some Battlefield 4 footage on the Xbox One. So I'm pretty excited about that. As you see, this ridiculous painting knife, man. The painting knife in Ghost, I don't know what they did with it, but for some reason it has a 360-degree radius where if you press B, even if you run right past someone, they'll still knife you sometimes. I don't like that. I think they need to really work on the knife system, especially if they're going to be working on the next Call of Duty. That was a nice little slide right there, by the way. I already knew that guy was there, and I couldn't pick this dude up behind the desk. It's all good, though. I spawned right behind, and I think I try to come back and get him because I really want the B flag. And, you know, we need to win, of course, but we want to not only win, but we want to dominate these people. And I know it's not the smartest thing to do when you cap all 3 flags in domination, but, you know, it's still fun to just run around and try and cap everything you can. It's just a fun time and all that good stuff. But I will be getting the Elgato, and I will be recording some Battlefield 4, so you guys should be expecting that. I hope you guys, you know, welcome Battlefield 4. You guys should definitely give it a chance. I know some people, you know, this is pretty much a, you know, built on Call of Duty channel. But, you know, you guys are eventually, like, going to have to watch something else. You know, for the people that like only watching Call of Duty, you're going to have to watch something else eventually. Call of Duty's not going to last forever, as sad as it is to admit. The franchise is not looking so good right now. I really hope that, Sledgehammer can pull them out of their little rut, you know, or so to speak. And, you know, if that doesn't work, then I have no idea what's going to happen to the series. You know, I predicted that if Ghost was a fail or a flop, that pretty much Call of Duty was instantly going to die from that. I mean, you know, my predictions aren't necessarily wrong. I know a lot of people can argue that, oh, you know, Call of Duty, they're like, it's not dying. There's still plenty of people buying it. But let's be honest here. They could be, you know, making a larger profit than they are. Had the game been a little bit better, you know, and not as flawed as it is. You know, I'm not here to rant about Ghost. That's not what my channel is about. But I'm just speaking the truth, guys. I mean, honestly, this game does have quite a bit of flaws. You know, it's not as fun as a lot of people, you know. That was nasty, man. Look at that nice little triple. I think it was actually a split triple with my other friend. He was using a shotgun. I'm not exactly for sure, but it looked like a triple. But yeah, you know, I plan on recording a bunch of other games on the Xbox One once I get my hands on some. You know, I'm pretty limited with the money I have right now. Like I said, guys, you know, after dropping 500 plus, you know, tax on the freaking console or whatever, it definitely took, you know, a big chunk out of my change. You know, and I barely had enough to scrape together to afford Battlefield 4. They kind of freaking robbed me, though, because as you know, if some of you know how Call of Duty Ghost and Battlefield 4 worked, you know, since, and this was just an absolute fail. I don't know what to say. Like, he should have died in the first shot, so that's why I reloaded. You know, tips and tricks, guys. Don't reload a shotgun. It usually takes 4 or 5, especially when they're a bushwookie. You know, you gotta shoot them like 4 or 5 times. Sometimes, especially with these shotguns and Ghosts, man. The hit detection's a little bit weird in this game, it seems like. And the shotguns aren't really like shotguns. They behave really funky, so, you know, you gotta expect that. that was that was my bad. I can't really blame the game for me reloading. But with Battlefield 4, I barely had enough to scrape together with that. And as you guys know, they had a deal where the new consoles were coming out like 2 months after Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts launched, because they pretty much launched 1 week after the other, essentially initially. And a lot of people were going to be outraged if they basically pay $60 or X amount of dollars for a copy, and then 2 months later they get a console, like the next gen console, which is now the current gen, i.e. PS4 and Xbox One. They were going to be a little bit mad because they have to pay another $60 or X amount of money, pretty much a full price game, just to get another copy 2 months down the road for the same exact game. A lot of people didn't like that, so they had this little deal, that they made it where, well, you only had to pay $10, which I still think is almost BS, because we already gave you, money for one copy of your game, and now, it's not like we're buying it for a different, different console initially. Like, I understand the Xbox One's different from the 360, but you know what I mean. It's a Microsoft product. It's essentially the Xbox product. It's not like you're going from an Xbox product to a PlayStation product. You guys can probably understand what I'm saying with that. And, that's how that goes, though. And so what happened was the deal only lasted till, right before the beginning of 2014. I didn't know that, so pretty much just got an Xbox One right before, 2014. And I went to buy a copy on like the 3rd or 2nd of January, and they said, oh, well, that deal doesn't work anymore. You still have to pay full price. Now you have to pay $60 for it. So I had to pay around $55 because I did buy a used copy of Battlefield 4. So that kind of sucked. That took a little bit more money out of my pocket that I didn't plan on doing, and that's what happens sometimes. You just got to be prepared for stuff like that. It just happens. It's all good, though. And I do want to buy Titanfall eventually. I just got to get a little bit extra money on that. But just, look for some really cool games in the future, guys. I really do plan on bringing you guys some more extra cool content. But I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. You guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.